Hello, everybody. Today's stream might be choppy. I don't actually know. If you have not heard, which hi, by the way. Starting a little bit early just so I can get my bearings straight. But if you haven't heard, Sunday night, we came home from a trip and our router was just busted, which was really cool. So we had to go and get a new one, which shout out to Patreon donors for helping fund that. Because he also had some really fun car expenses. But anyway, so yeah, this is the first stream on this new router, and I don't know anything about routers, so I don't know if things are going to be weird or not. But hello, guys. All right, let's actually start this thing. If you guys notice anything weird about the stream, let me know so we can troubleshoot it later. I'm just paranoid that, like, because something is new in the equation here, everything is gonna be fucked. Alright, let's start off this stream by fucking with my bottom bar, because it's getting kind of cramped down here. See, I like keeping all the stuff over here. Let's put some more. I need to get this girl some poison so I can start using these acid flasks. Let's see. Delirium potions. Oh, sorry you're sick. I'm having a much better day than yesterday, that's for sure. Yesterday, I had the day off, and I went to go take the car in, and ended up having a whole bunch of things wrong with the car, and it was a whole bunch of fun. You've all been there, I'm sure, if you're a car owner. So, just one of those days. This is an injury kit. Keep those there. Everything looks normal. Remember to check the difficulty, though. I did before I started, and it is on normal. So we're all good. I think that's... does anyone actually ever use these, like, bombs? I never touch these things, even though I just hoard them. I got a lot of gifts to give to people. Okay. Let's also fuck with these things. Okay. I think petrify... Oh boy, everything's just kind of messed up. So I kind of like keeping things organized by how the power is used, if that makes sense. So like these first couple ones are going to be like things that can hit people in like a single person. And then this next grouping is going to be like that kind of triangle thing that you can do. And then the next grouping is going to be large area of effect ones. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Try to keep it in order of how it is on the thing. Where's that fireball? Here it is. And then the next grouping is like party members or myself type of thing. Put this guy here. Do that. Okay. Hello from Russia. Well, hello, Russia. We're gonna have a big old space right here, so as I upgrade stuff, I can make things go. I kind of like having a blank space in between all the powers, because otherwise my brain gets confused. Okay, let's start out this stream by talking to some people. Let's talk to Zevran. Hey, buddy, we just recruited you. How you doing?
Here I am.
Here you are. Care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin? He's gonna tell me no, so I'm gonna say, why did you want to leave the Crows exactly?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
But what would you rather do?
Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
Oh. Well, hello from Wales and England, too. Oh, there's so many people from across the pond. I guess it is kind of early in America, so people aren't really home yet. Okay, that sounds awful.
Oh, I don't know about that. The crows who are actually good enough to survive come to enjoy some of the benefits. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
Why didn't you just leave then? That's kind of stupid. Man. If I say so, what is it you fancy exactly? That's a flirt. I don't really want to I know people have their Zevran, but that's not what I'm aiming for right now. Sounds like you've been dang. I guess I'll have to say, why didn't you just leave then?
And become the next mark for some up-and-coming crow? Not likely. The only way to leave is for them to think you're
here's the
dead.
puppy.
And even then, you'd best be scarce. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
Won't the crows eventually find you?
Eventually can be a very, very long time, if one plays one's cards right. Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Well, I have one right here.
Here I am.
Personal questions.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
I want you to leave. No, okay, never mind. Try other
Here
things.
I am.
Questions.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared. The authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses. Even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
You've never killed an innocent?
Now there's an interesting word, innocent. How many men do you know who can claim to be truly innocent? But if you're talking generalities, such as children and relatives and bystanders and such, never on purpose. But it happens. It's unfortunate, but death comes to us all. If not me, then some wasting disease, or a fall down the stairs, or at the hands of a darkspawn. It's all relative in the end.
I suppose that's true.
Death happens, as we like to say, and when I get paid for it, death happens more often. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
Live keeps cutting off? I don't... Is the stream going in and out? Or is it just, I don't know. Let's see. I'm paranoid that the stream's good on your end anyway. Okay, let me know if anyone else is having that. Let's see. I take no pleasure in killing. It's a bit sick. I take no pleasure in killing.
It is not pleasure, per se. Nothing sexual. It is more a sense of satisfaction. A feeling of power. Does that make sense? No matter. There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules. Oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
Don't you have any other skills?
None that I wouldn't get into trouble for performing publicly. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
Let's see if he
Here
said
I
anything
am.
else. Care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Tell me about Antiva.
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
You don't like Ferelden?
It is fine enough with its dogs and its mud. The people are spirited, even if they can't tell the difference between an assassin and a mere killer. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
I'm not from any glittering gem, no.
No? That is too bad. If you were, then surely you would spend as much time boasting about it as I do. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
Is that some kind of euphemism?
It may as well be. But not this once, no. I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
Let's see. Sound like you've been away from home for forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window. Finest Antivan leather, perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
Is your home is still there, Zevran?
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a beautiful Grey Warden, a woman who then spares my life? I could not.
You need to make the most of where you are.
Quite right you are. I see the Grey Wardens do not recruit fools. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Fair. It's been a while, so where it is. Mr. Kosh-san said, do you like CRPGs? I actually haven't played that many. I do really like Divinity, so the ones I've played I liked. I like the idea of them. I need to play more. Jordan keeps telling me I need to play more Pillars, or I guess get Pillars of Eternity, so.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you.
Oh, Alistair.
Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon.
Oh.
And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
I really thought this was going to be a romantic line and not his sister. This wouldn't be some former lover of yours, would it?
A former what? No. Do you honestly think I would suggest we go see together? No. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Have you contacted her?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
What are you expecting she will do?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about her except her name and where she lives. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
All right.
Here, look at this. Do you know what this is?
Hey! Hey! Okay, here's an actual romance one. That's a rose.
I picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a place with so much despair and ugliness? I probably should have left it alone, but I couldn't. The Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it. So I've had it ever since.
And what do you intend to do with it?
I thought that I might give it to you, actually. In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Aw. Feeling a little thorny. Thank you, Alistair. It's a lovely thought.
I'm glad you like it. I was just thinking, here I am doing all this complaining, and you haven't exactly been having a good time of it yourself. You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations. It's all been death and fighting and tragedy. I thought maybe I could say something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing you are to find amidst all this darkness.
Aw. So are we married now? See, part of me wants to be like, use the funny lines, because doing this in front of people is uncomfortable, and having to say these lines out loud is very uncomfortable. But I feel like in game, what I want to do is more like the sentimental stuff. So I'm just letting you know I feel very awkward saying these things. I feel the same way about you.
I'm glad you like it. Now, if we could move right on past this awkward, embarrassing stage and get right to the steamy bits, I'd appreciate it.
Not a chance.
Oh? You're lost then. All the ladies go on and on about how suave I am. I don't know how you can resist me like you do. Oh look, is that a cloud? I expect rain.
Who asked, is it still on the line? Ethan says, are you planning to harden up Alistair, or, oh, someone else said, harden Alistair, keep him innocent and goofy. This kid is gonna have a hardening, and not in, like, a boner way. No, I prefer to harden him. Like, I like him sweet and goofy, but he gotta grow up. I kind of like it, though. It looks like I already went through my inventory. Did I ask him about his mother's amulet? I can't remember. Because I like to give them the gifts after I've talked to them about it. It's private stuff.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company. I will say that. I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Given the circumstances, things could have been so much worse. I'm so grateful that you're you, instead of some other Grey Warden. That sounded better in my head. I just mean to say that I've really come to care about you.
Hi, you're so goofy. No, I feel the same way.
Now we just need to be rid of that pesky archdemon, and everything will be back to normal, right?
If you don't harden him, he'll break up with you. Yeah, that's another reason to do it. Are you also going to harden Leliana as well? That one I'm torn on.
Yes.
I think I'm going to soften her, though. Even though I think it would make more sense to harden her and then soften her again in Inquisition. But whatever. More questions?
Of course.
Why'd you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
I'm hurt that you didn't trust me.
No, please don't think that. It's not that I didn't trust you. It's... Please, let me try to explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
It's come up. It hasn't really been come up. How about, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne?
Yes, well... I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Idea. Chelsea says, anyone else find it weird that most people harden Alistair and soften Leliana, or is it just me? I feel like it's a difference of what those two means for those two characters, though. Like, For Alistair, hardening him just, I feel like makes him grow up a bit more versus softening him keeps him in like this kind of goofy teenage state. Whereas Leliana, hardening her makes her like accept the murderous side of her, where softening her like makes her more religious, which I think is, I don't know, what she kind of is wanting to do anyway. So I feel like that's why I chose to harden Alistair and soften Leliana, because it's more like make Alistair grow up and then allow Leliana to continue on this path that she seems to want to be on. So that's how I prefer to read it. But yeah, you don't want to be king, why not? Yeah, you don't want to be king, why not?
Hello? Have you met me? I'm no leader of men. I don't want to be the person sitting on the throne and making decisions that affect the lives of others. It just isn't me. I guess I should be thankful that Al-Eman is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Oh, I hope he's all right. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
I don't even know who you are. Okay, it's not like that dramatic. Goodness. Apology accepted.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Disapproves. Oh boy.
Yes?
Some questions.
Of course.
Time about the Grey Wardens?
Such as they are.
We said all these things.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Yes?
I think I did tell him about his mother's necklace, so let's give him the gift now so he can get it out of my goddamn pockets. Oops. He also gets this.
Is that for me? Really?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Alright, now this
Oh,
one.
thank you.
We don't thank you.
This
There
is
you
my
go.
mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in Redcliffe. Yeah, Redcliffe. I found it in Redcliffe Castle in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Of course I remembered. You're special to me.
Is this the part when the music starts and we begin dancing? Because I'm game. Where's the minstrels?
He's so uncomfortable, as am I. Okay, what other stuff in my pockets can I get rid of? We have Andraste's Grace, but I don't think Leliana's talked about her mom yet. Ogren, Wynne. Get it to Wynne. Have fun.
Oh, marvelous.
Ogren, and then this. I think I'll give... Who's hurting for some approval? Sten. Hey, Sten, buddy old pal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's do some more talking. Hey, Leliana, can you talk about your mom?
Hi.
Oh.
Have I ever
Oh,
told
no.
you I really like the way you wear your hair?
Okay, I have to... Not romance. God, I feel like no matter what I say in this conversation, I accidentally flirt with her, and now she thinks we're in a romance. Really, it's so stubborn sometimes.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. 1 year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Oh boy. Well, we're friends, aren't we?
Yes, very much so. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Guys are all on her wrinkles. Hey, look, she just, a lot of makeup. It's crinkling. You're a treasured friend, Leliana.
Thank you. I am honored that you feel that way. Something I can help with?
Can I emphasize the friendship? Talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
I heard that in Orlais, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
I read it in a history book.
And did you not think that this could be historical fact and no longer true? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
In the bar. Well, what's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Do they spy on Ferelden?
Some do. Mostly, it is nobles spying on other nobles. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You seem to know quite a bit about these bards.
And I should, shouldn't I, after having spent most of my adult life as one? You've guessed as much, I'm sure. But does it really matter what I was? What's past is past.
So that's where you learned to fight like that.
My skills served me well. But the day finally came when I decided to just put them aside. I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here. Something I can help with?
Yes. Can you teach me to be a bard? Well, nah. I'd like to talk about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Do you remember nothing of your mother?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Alright, now we can give her the Andraste's Grace. And hopefully she doesn't think of it as a token of her affection. I think we're out of the worst of it for ninjamancing, but we'll see.
Flowers? Thank you. They're very pretty.
These are your mother's flowers, aren't they?
These were her favorite. I haven't seen these in such a long time. They smell just like Mother used to. Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering.
Alright. Got it.
Something I can help with?
Nothing. That's kind of all I can stand for talking for today. So let's actually go to... You know what? I don't think I've actually talked to Shale much. Let's go talk to Shale real quick. Hey, buddy.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Let's see. I think they're very pretty.
They are, aren't they? I so adore them. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
What's with the heavy sighs?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Oh, God. Glad to know you care, at least.
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are there dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
You just seem very animated.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
It's an experience, I'll give it that.
So is being drawn and quartered. Maybe I'm not the only one with a smart mouth,
Hey.
Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Like in a bad way or a good way? I have questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Nope. I'm told you killed your former master.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague, but not non-existent.
Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
What sort of experiments?
Bah! I am no mage, and he did not explain himself to me, any more than it would explain itself to a sword. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
So he hit the kill me button on accident?
Oh, ho, ho. It does like to laugh, does it? But who knows? I may have such a thing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
Oh boy, that must have been terrible. I'm sorry.
In fact, at first I found it more of a relief. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
So it could happen again then?
Frightened by the prospect, is it? It should be. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Okay, we'll finish that later. All right, let's be off. All right, where are we going? What do we have to do? I'm gonna roll. Well, I kind of want to do the Brother Genitivy stuff. That means we're going into Denerim, so that would make sense to bring. Oh, you know, I actually want to stop by Redcliffe too. To drop off this green sword that Alistair has. We need Wynne.
Yes.
Let's try out some Zevran.
Yes.
And we'll head over to Redcliffe and pick up some side quests from there that we couldn't get because... Oh no! What are we running into?
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! We'll not roll out the welcome for them now.
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own. I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Darkspawn. Destroy.
Okay. This is the one with all the traps, I think. And we don't have, like, anyone here to, like, look at the traps, so this will be fun.
Destroy the fiends. Blast.
Okay, this guy needs to die immediately.
Right.
Get rid of these. Oh, hey, buddy. What up?
Let's get started.
I think that's it. Now, there's traps all over here, I thought, so... Maybe not. Maybe oh. Wynne got it. Never mind. I also need to level up Wynne. Let's, hey Wynne. What you need here? Just get a whole bunch of magic willpower. We need level 12 for life ward. What do we want to give her? Let's do some glyphs. Glyph of paralysis, heroic defense. We'll do glyph of paralysis. Then we can slowly make our way to getting that really cool glyph power. Oh, fuck. Damn it. See, we need to bring Leliana, because she could sense these things, and we wouldn't have to worry about it. Zevran, you useless rogue.
Let's get started.
Think that's everything. Okay, return path. Nope, can't go. Oh, God, they're everywhere. Poor Wynne got it again. Okay, I'm leaving. I think that Templar's going to be a part of a quest later on, but let me talk to him and see if he says anything now.
Move along, friend.
Very well.
Thank you.
Okay, so he's for later. If you're gonna hate on Zevran, don't bring him. Yeah, I just need to... I kind of wish he came with the abilities not, like, chosen yet, so I can respec him into something that isn't the worst. Zevran just needs some help. He's fine later on when you get control of him, but like by the time you get him, Leliana is just a lot better to use.
You know,
Because
Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. They've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't
Get
you?
some of these. Okay, transport caravan down. Let's see. Fortunate news arrived. The Darkspawn have extended their incursion into areas previously thought safe for travel. So, travelers are to be cautious. So, we're trying to rescue people. Brothers and sons. The Darkspawn incursions in the south have made for difficult communications, even official means. The relatives of the conscripts in Company East Hill have beseeched me to deliver word of their brothers and sons. I have no means to do so. So, to anyone who find their loved ones, I offered that little silver. Okay, so we're going to be telling people are dead. Skin deep. I have reports I have heard, no doubt, suffer from exaggeration. Stuff about Redcliffe. Boop, boop, boop. Skilled warriors present. I would have them gather samples from any remaining creatures. So this is corpse stuff. Yeah. Desperate haven. A runner has brought me dire news of a group of refugees fleeing the Darkspawn. They have been cornered in unfamiliar grounds, and we need to help them. Yeah, we can do that. Okay.
You're just chock full of useless trivia today.
And then the Blackstone box.
As you wish.
Grease the wheels. I have a task that requires some tact and decision, and I think you're perfect for the job. The Blackstone Irregulars cannot survive without the patronage of nobles, mages, and other groups who retain our services. For that work to continue, however, we have to ensure that people are looking out for our interests. To that end, I ask you to make a trip to Denerim and pass on our appreciation to certain individuals. Return when you are done, and I'll see you rewarded. Yeah, we could do that.
A bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves. It often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They...
Let me load Alistair. 9 8s. Do this one.
get assassinated.
Where are you? Here you are.
You saved us. I can't believe we're alive. And it's finally over.
What are you going to do now?
With Mother and Father both gone, I suppose they'll send us to an orphanage. Maybe separated. At least we're both alive. I won't forget what you did, though. Neither of us will. Thank you.
Actually, it's I who should thank you for the sword.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it, then? I suppose it didn't go to waste, at least.
The battle is over. I should return it to you.
I can't take it back. If you need it, keep it. Grandfather would want it in the hands of a hero.
You could sell it. I insist you take it.
I suppose it's quite valuable, isn't it? Perhaps someone in the city will buy it. Thank you again. We should leave now, I suppose. There's a wagon taking us north, and I don't want to miss it. Farewell.
And off she goes. And because we gave Bevan the sword back, he's now going to become a famous adventurer. And I thought that was cute. Okay. Murdoch, Irenia. Hey, girl.
Good day.
Oh, not yet. For your quest, then. Hey, Murloc, what's up, buddy?
Good to see you again, miss.
Hey, everything all right?
So far. I'll be fighting Darkspawn soon enough. I don't look forward to it. With the Maker's luck, I'll live through it all to tell my grandchildren a tale or two. Here's to hoping you can do the same.
Militia, Mother Hannah, you still boring?
May God
Yes.
bless you, child. Without your help.
They need to get this chantry back together, because the pews are just everywhere. After that, I think we just want to... Oh, no, we got to talk to, the Doomsayer. Hey, buddy. What's up?
The end is upon us.
Oh.
The dead rise, and foul magic spreads across the land.
I think I have some corpse skulls, so I can turn this into chanter.
And after much sweat.
Oh, okay. I just kind of skipped what she said, because I thought there'd be something else, but we just canned it in.
Awaits those who perish out.
Let's get this quest from the blacksmith.
My Leliana returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
Thank you. I was glad to help.
Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
Yeah, you are. Hey, don't hammer my dog.
You're welcome here, friend.
Business.
You're welcome to whatever I have. Or...
What do you got for sale here? War paint of the West Hills. Defense. That's pretty good, but... I don't know. I'm always too cheap to, like, actually go... Oh, Valena. Hey, girl.
Thank you, my lady.
Yeah, here.
I never have been able to return.
There you go. Forge the pup. Yeah, let's go talk to Bella, and then I'm done with Redcliffe, I think. I think that's all of... Until we at least need to go get Sten's sword. Because we want to tell Bella to get the fuck out. So she can marry Tegan.
I admit, for a while, I didn't think either of us would survive. It's good to see you did.
I believe I made you a promise.
You mean about helping me leave? I wouldn't hold you to that. You've already done so much for us.
You can do better than this place.
What do you have in mind?
Van Tegan's a good man, and I bet he could use a maid.
A maid in a noble house? It's better than slave in a tavern, I suppose. Yes, that might be a good idea.
It's not such a bad life. Just tell Ban Tegan we sent you.
Thank you. I'll look for the Owl's brother and see about this. I appreciate your help. Anything I can get you?
I should go.
Good luck to you then.
And now she's gonna go off and meet Tegan, and they're gonna have maybe babies. I don't know. But technically you can have Tegan either marry Caitlin, which was Bevan's sister, or Bella. And I always thought, Caitlin might actually be the better wife, but she just seems really young for Tegan, so I think Bella's the better option in my opinion. But
so, are you a very religious man, Alistair? I'm curious. I believe I heard you say you were raised in an abbey.
I was raised in a castle. I was schooled in the abbey. As far as being religious, I don't know. Not especially. What about you? Not in your line of work, I expect.
Why do you say that? I happen to be quite devoted in my way, as most Antivans are.
Truly? But you kill people. For money.
And I ask forgiveness for my sins from the Maker every chance I get. What manner of monster do you think I am?
Oh, God. Alright. Here's a bunch of new things. I kind of want to make my way over to Denerim so we can do a couple of these. So let's go to some of these caravans. Yeah, helping Bella become maid isn't an option for her in the keep, which sucks, by the way. But it's my headcanon anyways. They can take that away from me with my cold, dead hands. Alright, there's just a lot of shit. Can I do that? Oh, it's gonna make me go all the way over there. It's stupid. Did I not do anything?
Cursed creatures.
Son of a bitch. Storms. Nah, he's about to cast something, so let's knock this guy down. Freeze. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt.
Let's get started.
I might die here. Well, my character. The party will be fine. There's one more. Oh, no, there's an alpha.
Let's get started.
Yeah, that didn't work. We'll just do a fireball. A little bit overkill. Oh, wow. Zevran died. I'm shocked. Oh, no. Oh, I'm about to go, too. Oh. Wow, I just barely didn't die. How much health do I have? I was, like, in the 20s, I think. Hey, as a lore buff, do you have any idea what sort of population number Thedas has? Need it for a story thing I'm doing, but can't find a straight answer. Oh, boy. Right. Population. let's see, you're asking for all of Thedas, right? Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's been any place that actually says population numbers. Redcliffe is supposedly only have like a few hundred people. I thought like 200 or something like that, like something really small seeming for what you see in game. So if a fairly decent sized city is supposed to only have like a couple hundred, is it snowing? What is this? It's a couple hundred people. Then I'd imagine maybe Denram's like a couple thousand, like in the like 3,000-4,000 range. These are all terrible guesstimates, by the way. I don't know how much this is backing up. I maybe like, oh god, I would maybe ballpark as all of Thedas being like, like at least a couple million, I would think, right? Does that sound right? I think overall, since well, we'll do it this way. What was the population of like kind of the Europe area in like the medieval time? Hey, it's the whatever. Oh, so I would look.
Child survived that. The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the Tyke as our own.
Yeah, where's the follow-up on Superman, baby? I would probably use the numbers for, like, medieval Europe, because that's kind of what they're going for, and that, I think, would be what they're aiming for. Sferelden is 1 million, but I don't know if that's right. I wonder where they got that number. But yeah, if the wiki says it and it has a source for it, I would go for that, then. Rapid shot? Are they fighting? Oh! Refugees! Oh god, I gotta save them. Oh no, this is the worst. Okay. Oh no, he's about to do something. Chain lightning. Oh god, these guys are gonna get fucked. Oh, there's so many. Oh, they're okay. I'm not gonna worry about saving these guys. I'm just gonna do my best. Redcliffe actually had like some thing to it. This does not.
Let's get started.
Oh, I can do a thing. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Let's petrify him, I guess. Can you back off?
Slow.
He's resisting. Stop resisting. Oh.
Just me, or do you actually think
I look away for 1 moment and a fireball coming my way. What do I got here that can like freeze him maybe? That worked.
Here we go! Stay still!
I need some lyrium. That's my last little lyrium potion. Oh no. Did all the people die, by the way? Oh, we got 1 guy holding out. Okay, we have a lone survivor.
Frantic. Ha, I can see why.
Hopefully he... Ooh, dying again.
Let's get started.
Oh, Wynne got it. Okay. Oh, boy. Work, please. Oh, thank God. Okay. Hey, we got 1! We got 1 guy. Hey, congrats, dude. You're the only survivor.
Oh, thank you, Maker. Thank you, thank you.
I'm sorry all of your friends and family died, though.
On it.
I probably could have worked harder to prevent this, but I don't regret my decisions.
This should be easy enough.
That's one thing I'm glad you don't really have to do in the later games, is like worry about NPCs when you're fighting. I really hate doing that kind of stuff. 15.5 million I found? Yeah, okay.
As you wish.
I'm not good with estimating numbers, so if there's some hard numbers somewhere, definitely use those. think that's everything. Let's get out of here. And then one more on the battlefield, whatever this is. What is over here?
Will you stop eating?
Oh, these guys! Listen.
I'm hungry. Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
So I can, totally, like, walk past these guys without fighting, but I kind of want the XP, so I'm going to rush them and spring your own ambush for a change. Well, excuse me. That's not what I wanted to do. Freeze most of these guys. Hungry bandit.
Maker.
Do this.
Let's get started.
No quarter.
Get both y'all. Oh, for a minute I thought this bandit leader. Oh, fuck. You got me. Woo.
Now we play a little.
Let us end this.
Right. Let's get started.
There's just a guy over there. There is just a guy over there. Alistair, you found like this whole pocket of people. Goodness.
Let's get started.
Oh, another battle it is.
It's a guy.
Alright.
Invigorating that was.
I think there's gonna be more people in this camp, maybe.
This should be easy enough.
Because I remember this being kind of a bigger area.
On it.
Normally I just walk past this, but I'm trying to do everything, so we're gonna clear out this camp. Oh, damn it, and Zevran can't pick
Perhaps
a goddamn
I could have
thing.
A try at that.
Ah, fuck me. This is the worst.
This should be easy enough.
Man, the one time I actually, like, do this is the one time Leliana's not with me and can't pick a goddamn thing. Where are these guys? Oh, they're over here.
Let's get started.
Here we go.
There.
On it.
I still remember my first battle.
You can change your party. I can change my party. Look at you. That is magical.
Horse feathers.
Blast it.
Zevran, sorry, my boy. You gotta... Come on. Oh god, it's glitched out.
All the...
Blast it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, weird. It's glitched.
Horse feathers.
Okay.
Blast it.
Well, we want Wynne and Leliana, definitely. And then Zevran's still in there? Okay, whatever. We'll deal with it. Leliana. I didn't know you could change your party in here. That's really weird. I don't know why it's letting me do that, but I'm accepting it. Oh. God, I feel so much better suddenly, even though this is all garbage. Shit. Can I walk by here? It's not going to let me.
As you like.
There we go.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, you guys are telling me I had Zev still selected, but I just now noticed. That's the bad thing about streaming. You guys notice things that I don't, but there's a time delay, so by the time you see it, it's probably no longer irrelevant.
Why are we always
Perhaps I
attracting
could have a
danger?
try at that.
Is this guy just gonna rush for the trap? Okay, no.
Let's get started.
Oh, dog! Dog.
Less fighting, more dying.
That's a dog for you. Always running into things, huh? He's totally the strongest companion ever died. Yeah, really. I could probably switch him out now, but I got Leliana. That's all I needed. Oops. Where are we going?
Trap right ahead.
Another trap. You can go around. Have I explored most of this already? Kinda. Wait, where is... It's over here. Barricade, return. That's where I started.
Right ahead.
There's like this section up here. Oh, return path. Okay, it's not gonna let me go there. Well, let's get out of here then. Let's also switch back to Zevran.
Horse feathers.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I don't want the doggy.
Yes.
There we go. There we go. Go back to this party. And we're off. To the actual battlefield that I wanted to go to. And then we'll go to Denerim. Do a couple things. Oh, I think I remember this one. It's just like bears and wolves. Where are they? They're up there. There's like only like a couple. Oh, there's like most of them. We don't want to go over there and trigger him, so we'll stay back here. Thank you. Oop.
The fun part.
Oops, not petrified. Didn't mean to do that.
On it.
Oh, wow. Alistair got mauled. Okay, let's get over here. Sorry, dog.
Haha, you're getting sloppy.
Oh, I leveled up. Cool. That was pretty decent timing, actually. Get these guys. Okay, I do not want to be surrounded either. Zevran, did you just target? He did, son of a bitch. Okay, what do we got? We can freeze some of these guys. Sorry, dog. There we go.
I still remember my first battle.
Okay. And these guys, see if I can fireball before Zevran gets over there. Boop.
On it.
Careful. Time for a little
Hey,
blood.
buddy.
Going to battle. I will not allow it.
There we go. God, there's so many wolves. Yeah. You guys ended up predicting the future. Bloody corpse. What bloody corpse? He probably had something important on, didn't he? Soldier's diary. Read. Growls everywhere, no time. So yeah, that's... They got attacked by wolves. Very normal-ish. Well, wolves don't normally attack like this, from my vague knowledge of wolves.
This should be easy enough.
This will get so many coppers. I don't know why I'm even bothering looting with these things. Scanning. So many sacks everywhere.
Let's get started.
Chainmail gloves. Forgot a wolf.
This should be easy enough.
It's like killing wolves in any game. Majestic creatures and also cry like dogs break my heart. Yeah, I agree. It's always really sad. But, I mean, like, they're gonna kill you, so I guess, like, it makes sense, but... Uh-oh. This is a bear, right? Oh, that is a big old bear. I thought there was a bear in here. I should have leveled up before I got the bear. Oh, wow, I have petrified it. That's actually pretty cool. Hold on, I want to get a better look at that. That's actually pretty dope. Okay.
Weapons at the ready.
Shall we compete for points? Not so fast.
Down.
We're doing pretty good. Oh, there he goes.
Show me what you've got.
Oh boy. Okay, come at me, bro. Oh, he did. Hey, that wasn't half as bad as I remembered it being. Oh, does he not give anything? Oh, that's cheap. Thumbnail? Actually, maybe. But I thought he grabbed it? Okay. Does he really not drop anything? Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, let's do this. I feel like I'm kind of getting low on willpower, so we'll put more into that. I definitely want to poison, so I can start using those grenades. 34 magic to do any of this. That kind of sucks, so we'll wait on that. Arcane Warrior or get a healing spell. Ooh. I think one healing spell would be good. Let's do that. And then we'll put him over here because that's like helping area. We'll put him on his own little guy. And then Alistair, what do I want to do with you? What are we aiming for him? We want more dexterity, it seems. No, we want more strength. What strength do we have? Let's just pop it all into strength. And then give him that. Okay. That'll be good. I think dog also leveled up, but we'll worry about it later. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh wait, no, I want even though I will not use this death route, I want it. Now we can go. And then we'll go dinner him. We going? All right. Dinner sometimes gets kind of funky, so let's save real quick. Oh, it's been a while since it's gotten funky for me, though. Here's
Why are you
dinner room.
smiling like that? You look suspiciously like the...
Oh, here he goes. Wait, where are you going? Whippers runs up to you happily. He appears to have found a friend.
Puppy!
No, you can't keep him. Low wine.
No mention of dessert.
And that's it.
This is a miracle.
Let's go visit Alistair's sister and just be really sad.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Wouldn't you rather meet her on your own?
Do I seem a little nervous? I am. I really don't know what to expect. I'd like you to be there with me if you're willing. Or we could leave, I suppose. We really don't have time to pay a visit, do we? Maybe we should go.
Fine. Let's see if she's home.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister.
Oh, he's cute.
Oh, no, I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go. They say you can get anything here. I once got pickpocketed.
Oh boy, I always feel bad.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Goldana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
Are you sure your information was correct, Alistair?
Yes, I think so. I'm sure of it, in fact. Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed Mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
That's hardly Alistair's fault, is it?
And who in the Maker's name are you? Some elf to follow him about and carry his riches for him?
Oh, girl!
Hey, don't speak to her that way. She's my friend and a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too.
Hey,
Well, who
bitch.
am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced
her hand got
himself on
fucked.
my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
So, real quick, so we know that she was a child when Alistair was born. Alistair's about in his 20s, so let's be generous and say she was about, like, 7 years old around the time he was born. So she's about my age, and she has 5 kids. Holy shit, that's a lot of children. Oh, I'm assuming it's her children. Maybe she's adopted them. I don't know. Gosh, she would have to start young. That's... woof. Okay. Goldana, Alistair came here hoping to find his family.
Well, he found it. And what good is that to me? None, that's what. Unless he can see to it that his family lives as it should.
I suppose maybe I could give her some money for my nieces and nephews. 15 sovereigns, maybe? Would you let me give her
Is
that?
her children. If you must. I don't like she better be grateful, though. Yeah, I guess.
Then here, Goldana, take this money. I know it's not much, but...
You, a prince, marching in here with your fancy armor and such, and this is all you got to offer? You must think I'm very stupid.
No, wait, I don't think that at all. I want to help, if I can.
You want to help? You go to whatever high and mighty folks you run with, and you tell them you've got nephews and nieces that aren't living as they've a right to. You do that.
Let's go, Alistair. There's nothing here for you.
You're right. I don't know why I came.
I don't know why you came either, or what you expected to find, but it isn't here. Now get out of my house, the both of you.
She seemed like the adopting type to you. That's fair. That's fair. You got me. Let's leave.
I agree. Let's get out of here.
I wish you could give her more. Like a punch. Can you come back? Nah, you
Well,
can't.
That was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I'm sorry I gave her any money at all. This is the family I've been wondering about all my life? That gold-digging harridan? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
Oh boy. Everyone is out for themselves. You should learn that.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I should. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Poor guy. Ugh, so much money. Okay, well. I kind of like giving her the money because Alistair, like, I don't know, just to hone in the point that she really only wants the money. I kind of want to avoid a lot of this because I don't really feel like dealing with it at the moment. But let's try to avoid Sir Landry as we go find the beginning of the Sacred Ashes quest. I think she would enjoy you guys stealing her kids because it's just one less mouth to feed. Hey, Waylon, what's up?
Yes? What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Brother Genitivi.
Brother Genitivi? Why?
One of us is saying it wrong. I heard about his search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
He was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes, yes. Whether he found it here and protect his research. What if someone... I haven't seen Brother Genitivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genitivi's research into the urn may have led him into danger.
You guys are very violent to Goldana. Goodness. Oh, why would searching for the urn lead him into danger?
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genetivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genetivi, and they too have disappeared.
Does YouTube automatically censor curse words? If in the chat sometimes, even though I've turned it off, it keeps wanting to do it for whatever reason. But if it was in the game, that probably was just my game messing up. Let's see, where did you send them? Genetivi was close to, I don't actually know that. Where'd you send them to?
Now, don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
I'm willing to risk it. Tell me where he went.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area.
What exactly was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
But you just said he spoke to you and told you that.
Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to see if I could find other clues to his whereabouts.
Oh, boy. See, here's the thing. I know this isn't Wayland. I like it's very easy to make him break the Wayland character, but I kind of want to go like help the guy at the Spoiled Princess. So, yeah, I suppose you found no other clues.
No, I didn't. Everything pointed to the same place.
I'm sure it
You're
did.
wasting time. If you insist on going after Brother Genetivi, you should leave as soon as possible.
You said I shouldn't go looking for Genetivi or the urn. That's too good, though.
I mean, well, you seemed so earnest. If anyone is to find him, they should do it sooner rather than later.
Or do you not... Are you just not like me asking all these questions?
I am just his assistant. I just follow instructions.
Something seems to be troubling you. Are you alright?
Yes, of course. Thank you for your concern. It's been a very difficult time for me, and sometimes I don't know what to think or feel. I want Genetivi to be rescued, but I don't want more people to be hurt. You understand, don't you?
Then I shall find him for you.
Good luck. May you find the answers you seek.
Yeah, alright, here we go. Yeah, if you just open this door, he attacks you. Because he doesn't like you searching around. Because, well, the body of the real Wayland is in the back. Which, like, you know, the body's probably been there for a while. I don't know why we're not, like, just automatically smelling this terrible body smell. Oh, boy. Alright, let's go, fall for the dupe. Can I just, like, go this way? Dark alley. You know, I'm good to not do that. Oops. Damn it. Circle tower. Nope, not circle tower. Lake Calenhad. So rude not letting you loot the house. I know, right? How dare he? Mummified the carcass, maybe? But then why would he keep it in the house? I don't know. Like, if he bothered, like, mummifying it, then, like, why keep it in there? Oh! Hey, buddy. Let's get Leliana some shoes.
Right.
I think they sell those here, right?
You have coins, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegra can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
He wanted a friend. Ugh. What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Alright. Senior discount. Boy. Ooh. Well, let's see what else you have before I go and buy that. Oh, I want this, and this, and this. And then this. Alright, thanks, bud. He's a cultist wacko who drinks blood, doesn't need to do sensible things. Hey, now. How dare you be right?
Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
You may ask, but I may choose not to answer.
Fair enough.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
Thank you.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
These are some quests that I already had finished.
Everything.
Oh, here's
All the
some,
dream. But whose dream? And for whose amusement? Some being of cosmic power. Sublime, enlightened beings. Cosmic power? What, you're serious? They thought of all this grit, all the war. They bloody thought of boils. I got a boil the size of your nose on my big toe, and some beings are enjoying this? Disturbed, sick bastards, if you ask me. Ahem. I still maintain they're more enlightened than that. If I ever come across one of them, I'll give them a what for.
So yeah, those are two guys breaking the fourth wall. It's kind of cute. I feel like I can't relate to player characters anymore unless they're pregnant in an 80s glam rock band. Man, you have a very specific type of games or gameplay playthroughs. Oh god. I don't know what we've done to that poor game. Hey, Innkeep, my bud, my friend.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
Is there a Brother Genitivi here?
Brother Gen... no. No, of course not. I've never heard of him.
What about Knights of Redcliffe? Have you seen any?
No, I haven't seen any knights.
You seem nervous.
Why would I be nervous? Listen, the person you're looking for isn't here. You should be on your way as soon as possible.
Are you in trouble? You can trust me.
They're watching me. I can't speak openly. Don't look around and keep your voice down. They're looking for anyone asking for this Brother Genitivi. They told me to act like nothing's wrong and just deny ever having seen the brother or the knights.
Who are these people watching you?
I don't know. You should be on your guard and leave quickly. I don't know what happened to the knights, but I doubt it was anything good.
Thank you, I'll be careful.
Goodbye, and make her turn his gaze on you.
I know I missed something in Genitivi's house. I just like coming back, and I don't know, clearing this guy's poor bar out of these guys.
Overpriced swill.
See, that other guy is gone now, if you notice. Can we... I think she's something else, isn't she?
Good day.
Yeah, she's something else. Is Collinsvier speaking here? I don't think that was him. I don't know, though. Okay, can I fireball these guys really quickly?
Right.
Oh, we got two of them. And Cone of Cold, these three maybe? Yeah. Oh, Alistair, son of a bitch. Shattered the leader.
I hope I don't get blood all over me again.
Get this guy in the back. There we go. Take it all. Ooh, ceremonial armor. That'd be fun. We all good? Let's go back and talk to Spoiled Princess Man.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
Do you know anything more about the men threatening you?
No, I told you everything I know. Please stop bringing it up. I don't want them to know I said anything.
I killed them, though. Okay, well. How's the new router working out? Good, I guess. Like, it's brand spanking new. Like, it still smells like new plastic, if you know what I mean. But I don't know, we haven't really had it long enough to really judge how it's going. Like, it's working now, so that's positive. Hey, Kester's back at his old post. That's a good thing. So hopefully the router ends up working. Like, if you guys haven't noticed any problems, I guess it's working pretty good.
Zevran. You're here.
All right, let's go back. Woo. I thought I would get another quest there. Oh well. I do kind of hate the back and forth of this quest. If I'm just playing for funsies, I will
I have a
100%
friend back in Antiva who
walk
would be
in the
very
back room and
excited
have
to meet
Waylon
you.
attack me,
I'm
but
sorry.
I don't know.
Salvail prefers women with
Since we're doing
experience
everything,
and maturity.
kind of fun.
He says they have more substance, are more robust and flavorful.
Oh, flavorful. Oh, that was a word I didn't want to hear. Oh boy, I want to unhear that, Zevran. Hey, buddy friends.
You're back.
Yeah, I am. Surprised? Expected me to be dead?
I'm glad you are alive, of course.
Hmm. Who are you?
I am blessed beyond all men. I have been chosen to serve Andraste herself. My brothers died in the service of Andraste. May she draw their souls to her and cast yours into oblivion. For Andraste!
Oh god, a fireball. Oops. Shit. Oh, hey! Look at him go.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
He gone? Yeah, he's dead. Thought I could outrun the fireball was a bad choice for him, actually. Alright, let's go to the back here and find the real Wayland.
As you wish.
Rip real Wayland. The body of the real Wayland. I wonder if he even looks similar.
Let's get started.
Whole bunch of cultist stuff. I think half of that's a mod, to be honest. Let's go! If you always crash in Denerim, if it's because of mods, you should check out the 4 GB patch. I have a video talking about Dragon Age mods, and I linked to it in that. But it helps a lot of the crashing. Essentially what's happening in the game is that, like, this is how it's explained to me, at least. When you play a video game, there's, like, a certain amount of memory that, like, holds all the game's textures so you can see it like it is now. But I don't know why I'm actually walking to the end here. And in Dragon Age Origins, there's a leak in it, so it keeps, like, overflowing, and eventually it starts crashing when it has to load too many things. Alright. Here's Village of Haven. Let's go back to camp real quick, though. Could you link me, please? I'm streaming at the moment, so if you look at my... It's like a 10K special video. It's linked in there. On the Gilderthon channel, I should say, not the Codex Added one, which that's also linked in the description. So I know it's kind of...
to you know.
Oh.
About why I left Orlais.
Well, I wanted to talk to Alistair, but okay. Why?
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me. Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
For what?
I was framed. Betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
So... you loved her?
She was a remarkable woman. I cannot fully express the admiration I had for her, or the depth of my affection. I thought I knew her. My devotion to her blinded me to her less than noble attributes. You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
You opened them, didn't you?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevarra and Antiva among others. It was treason.
So it's just, isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
What do you mean?
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
Who's they?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
How'd you get out?
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
So you came to Ferelden to Lothering.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
So you'll notice that her account for things does not match at all with what we saw in Leliana's song. So it's kind of, I guess, up to you which one you believe. Although I do think, at least in the world of Thedas, they, like, Sketch and Tug still do exist. So I think what they have done going forward is that what Leliana says here isn't the truth, and what happens at Liliana's song is. So I don't know if if they pretend in the canon of the world that what Leliana just told us is just a big old flat lie to make it be all dramatic or what. But whether the original intent for this was she's lying or not, this is not what happened. It's close. It's just not quite there. Let's see. Your path's going to catch up with you eventually. You'll be safe in my No. Thank you for trusting me with this.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding. Something I can help with?
Nothing. No. Oh, she just, like, fell down. Yeah, I have a mod where they kind of, like, stand around and, like, do things like sit and lay down and stuff, but the lay down animation is just like they flop over. It's pretty great. Alistair.
You know, I've been thinking.
Just the thought? What have you been thinking about?
Back when we left Goldana's, you told me I needed to look out for myself more than I do. I'm beginning to think you were right. I need to stop letting everyone else make my decisions for me. I need to take a stand and think about myself for a change, or I'm never going to be happy.
Oh, boy. Don't let me influence you, Alistair.
No, what you said made sense. You were right. I should be looking out for myself more. Or did I not understand you?
No, you understood just fine.
Then from this point on, I'll be looking out for myself more. I should have done this a long time ago. I just wanted to thank you. Meeting you is the one bright spot out of everything that's happened.
I feel the same way.
Let's go. We've got a lot left to do.
And then we have a whole bunch of things in our thing. Isn't there a risk of Cure Tranquil being crazy violent? Yeah, I would say so, at least. There's a lot of... like, they just have a lot of emotions, and it goes really wild, and they don't know how to control it. So if you cure a Tranquil, and then maybe, like, their initial reaction is being, like, angry that this was their fate, then yeah, that can have some problems. It might get really angry. Now, what did that give me? One of these. What do I don't really need any other poison-making stuff, because I know how to do it now. Oh, we do eventually want to go help that Hala, so let's get 1 point in survival, I believe. Or we're just going to have, like, a scatter shop bullshit in here. And then we also got more gifts to throw at people's faces. Liliana hasn't talked about shoes yet, so I won't give that to her. But we can give her the Sword of Mercy.
Oh, how dear.
And we can give Sten the painting.
Unexpected. Thank you.
I probably should talk to Sten more, but I just do not feel like it right now. They're gonna have to deal. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, where are we going? What are we doing? What time is it? Oh, we got about 30 minutes left. I don't really want to go start the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest. Because it's... I don't know, I would want to do that all in one episode. So what do we want to go do? Oh, you know what we can go do? We have to, let's go do Morrigan's quest. No Wynne. Sten, Alistair, Zevran. And let's go to Flemeth's hut. Makes me think it's not worth curing them, but I also want to help them out of Tranquility. Yeah, that's the... It's rough. My thoughts on Tranquility is that Tranquility is almost worse than death, so if you cure them and they end up being kind of shitty about it, then, like, I don't know, it's better to kill them than to leave them to their fate, I think. Man, he needs some help. We're gonna give him, like, a whole bunch of Constitution and pour the rest in Strength. Okay. I guess more tactic slots for Sten. Then we're gonna put more in two-handed play. Alright, there we go. I just want to sit here and say that she has her Flemeth armor on, and how long it fucking took me to get that mod working. It was like an eon, and I'm very proud of it. So I want everyone to sit here and appreciate that the way she looks. Alright, thank you for the appreciation. Let's talk to this quest.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
Should I dance to your tune instead?
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
Oh boy. She has sent me to kill you, and for good reasons.
Oh, there are many, many reasons to kill Flemeth. More than you know.
Interesting.
But if I am to guess, I would say Morrigan has discovered something. Something shocking that requires her defense. Yes? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
I find it interesting that here, like, when you first meet Flemeth, she says, like, I and me, like, don't talk to me like I'm not here. Where right now, she's using the name Flemeth rather than saying her, like, me and I. So I almost feel like right now we're more talking to Mythal than we actually are Flemeth. Here's another thing that's most people, like, you know, you wanna kill Flemeth. That's usually the choice. But I kind of like sparing Flemeth. Like at least when I first played this game, before I really knew much of what Flemeth was, I saw it as, like, I don't really trust Morrigan that much right now, and Flemeth saved my life, and I feel like I need to do the same thing to her. Without her, Ferelden would be absolutely toast, because both Alistair and I would be dead. I feel like I need to repay that forward, so that's what I'm going to be doing here. What do you propose?
Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
And what happens to you?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
You think she will believe that?
We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do.
And what do I get out of it?
You get to keep her for a time.
I could do that.
It's far easier this way, don't you think? The lies are always more fun.
Oh, I don't know. Random violence can be fun. but this is good too.
Yes, fun. Tricking Morgan. Oh, who am I kidding? That does sound fun. I'm a bad man.
The book is inside the hut, with notes and spells enough to make even Morrigan blush with delight. You and I will not meet again. That I guarantee.
Dun dun dun. Can I talk to you again?
Change your mind already? I change knickers less quickly.
I want that grimoire for myself. I want some questions answered.
Wouldn't we all, alas?
So you'll give no answers at all?
Back to this again. Sabers rattling and jaws firmly planted on the floor. Oh, do something.
Fine, I'll go.
Then do leave an old woman in peace. So many visitors. Next they'll be putting in a road. Maybe an inn.
And there she goes. We'll never see her again in this playthrough. Yeah, it doesn't. The amulet doesn't make that much sense in Dragon Age 2 then, but like technically in the canon, she's already taken Hawk and given him her the amulet. So like I feel like it was just a precaution. I don't know. It doesn't bother me as much. I kind of like the idea of having 2 Flemeths around because maybe then I'll get to see her again. Robes of possession. That's ominous. This is taking its dear sweet time. Here we go. I believe she's gone now. Yep. We won't be back here until pretty much the very end of this playthrough when we are in Witch Hut. To party camp. Can he be re-tranquiled though? I think they try it in the Sunder, or they talk about it, but don't actually do it. I don't know. Earlier. You mean when you collapsed in battle?
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
Well, this case of death is taking a while to kick in then.
Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
So you were never really completely dead then?
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
How long will the spirit last?
I do not know. I can feel when the spirit weakens, so I should have fair warning. But come, let us not talk about this. There is time yet.
All right. Well, we'll hear more about that in this playthrough, but for the most part, the conclusion of that storyline is really in Asunder, which will go over on the channel eventually.
I await your command.
Hey, oh, I think I have to give her the book. That's what's gonna make me do. I want to save this because I feel like oops, save this. There we go. I feel like sometimes I mess up with these dialogue choices and make her mad at me. But okay. Where is it? Flemeth's Grimoire. Morgan, here you go.
Interesting. Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Is that it?
I await your command.
I just pretended to kill your mother.
Full of questions, are you?
Alright, well that's it for her then. What else do we have in the old quest log? Chanter's board. Use badge darkspawn along the trade. Return this. The merchants on the border caravan were already dead. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn that. Chantry board. Feed the darkspawn in the area and rest. So I guess we gotta turn a lot of things into the Chanter's board in Redcliffe, so we'll go do that. Denerim, Friends of Red Jenny, we gotta go do that. We could go do summoning. I don't want to do summoning sciences right now. Places of power, that's gonna be... Oh, we can do the 2 in Denerim. Oh, we don't. Nah. What do I want to do? No. Let's see. Redcliffe, Lothering. We did Lothering one in Denerim. Alienage. Oh, we can't get there yet. Oops. What was the other one? Nah. Nah, we'll do that later. And the Blight, obviously, premium content. So yeah, I guess we'll go to the Chanter's board next. Let's go. Actually, before we go, let's hear one of Leliana's stories. That's always fun. Hey, buddy.
Something I can help with?
Talk to you about something.
Yes. What's on your mind?
Not rumors. Tell me a tale, Leliana.
It is my job to spin yarns after all.
For Relden legends.
I know one. Told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Flemeth? Morrigan's mother was called Flemeth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
She didn't really introduce herself as much.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Oh, is Flemeth kind of like Bloody Mary in this world? Alright, tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle run red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Alright. Let's just move on. Oh, you get a little approval from that. And that's the story of Flemeth, according to everyone else in Thedas. Okay, we are going to... Let's take Flemeth... Or Flemeth, Jesus, Morrigan out. Let's take a interesting party.
Yes.
Here we go. We're really just going to Redcliffe, to be honest, to turn in some quests. Oh, do you think if Flemeth comes in a mirror, like, does it have any connection with, like, Alluvians and Mythal? Huh. I wonder. That's actually, I don't know, a fun little Easter egg if that's what they... Oh, wow, I have not touched Morrigan in a while. Give her some intense magic and willpower there. Boosh. Let's make her good at herbalism. We want mostly the shapeshifter. Level 12. And then I kind of like her having some of the entropy stuff. We'll do that. God, Shale's little like thump, 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 thump. I thought the Gold Minter was hated by Flemeth specifically because of the Olympians. Oh! I say I never saw it that way. I thought it was just like, Flemeth didn't like Morrigan chasing after something, you know, silly as a kid and was risking herself getting caught, and so she smashed it as punishment. But that's kind of interesting. You definitely touched Morrigan a little more.
The Swamp Witch has a great deal in common with my former master.
The Swamp Witch? How original.
The Swamp Witch has the same arrogance, the same air of cruelty. I would hate for it to have possession of my control rod, if it still worked, of course.
Let me tell you what you...
Those stung with 100 arrows. Those suffering from...
I don't want to listen to Channel Light things.
And after my...
I think that's it for Channer's board. What are we doing next as far as main quest-wise? Main quest-wise, I want to aim for the Urn of Sacred Ashes so we can get Arl Eamon awake. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. I mean, like, we only have, like, maybe 10 minutes more I want to do today, so I'm trying to, like, do some tiny quests. Places of Power. Yeah, I really don't really have anything else we can do really quickly. I guess you could do the Friends of Red Jenny. Maybe we just, like, go around and, like, explore Denram for just, like, a hot set. Actually, no, let's go talk to people. That's... We're kind of behind on talking with people, so we should probably do that. This has just been a very talky episode, but yeah, that's just what's going to happen. In the next episode, we can finally get underway and do some of the other quests. Are we chopping off Leliana's head? Nah, I don't mind. I save the ashes. I don't, like... There's no reason for me to want to poison them. Like, I don't like whatever... I could probably just not walk to the front here. Yeah, that was stupid. Like, there's no reason for me to want to poison the ashes. Like, I don't like the skill it gives me, and I have it unlocked already. Like, I don't know. They're crazy. I don't want to go with them. Is there a codex of the whole Chant of Light? Not one codex. There are a bunch of, like, little codexes. And then in the world of Thedas, it kind of has a lot of it. The second one specifically. It has a lot of that, like, all bunched together. So if you want to read the Chant of Light, there's, like, bits and pieces here and there that are relatively long. Mostly in Inquisition, actually. They have a lot of Chant of Lights. But there isn't like one codex entry that has the whole thing. Okay, who do we want to do? We haven't really talked to Sten a lot, so let's go all the way over yonder. Speaking of which, we should give Morgan her robes that look the exact same but are better. Where are you? Robes of possession. Look, it's the same. Okay. Hey, buddy.
Yes.
I've been saying buddy a lot. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Actually, never mind.
Very well.
Oh, he has something to say. All right, let's go.
As you wish.
Be my friend, Sten. Be my friend. Okay, we'll talk to Wynne then. Remember when DA2 came out and Flemeth Hall wasn't something we'd considered? In hindsight, her rising from an altar of Mythal was an obvious clue. Yeah, a little bit. I'm sure there's someone guessed it. I don't know who,
You're
though.
taken with each other, aren't you?
You know about Alistair and me?
It's hard not to notice the doe-eyed looks he gives you, especially when he thinks no one's watching. It's almost too sweet for my tastes, and I'm an old lady who should be making lace hearts and fuzzy blankets with animal motifs.
Well, you're not the average old lady.
No, I won't be making socks with pom-poms for you anytime soon. But that's hardly my point. I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. Alistair is a fine lad, skilled in battle, but quite inexperienced when it comes to affairs of the heart. I would hate to see him get hurt.
Are you saying I might hurt Alistair?
Not intentionally, no. But there is great potential for tragedy here, for one or both of you. You are both Grey Wardens, and he is the son of a king. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I can handle my responsibilities and my relationships.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
See, I kind of disagree with her sentiment here. Like, yeah, there is an element of love being selfish and, like, putting them above all else. But if both of you go into the relationship with the knowledge that we are Grey Wardens or we have something above us, which in a lot of relationships, that thing above the relationship is often children. So if you just go into a relationship and you have that knowledge that the thing in our, like, this relationship is very important to me, but this one thing is more important to me, and we both got to work to strive that, everything can work out fine. So... And besides, Wynne has not had a... Where's your relationship, Wynne? Come on now. You hid your child away and made your baby daddy run. That's a whole nother issue on Wynne. What am I supposed to do? Tell Alistair to go away? I don't want it to be... You're making things sound more dire than they are. Here you go.
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
Are you trying to get me to end this?
You may have to save one or both of you unnecessary anguish later on.
What do you know of love now? I'm not giving up what we have, no matter what you say.
I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
Snap, girl.
What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
You must have been a strange child. What about demons?
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Are you sure it wasn't evil? Do spirits what now?
It did not feel evil. I never feared it. In fact, it infused me with soft, strange warmth I never felt before. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. but something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You mean it protected you?
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
So the Spirit of Faith is your personal protector.
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
I can't believe you're spending it here on the road.
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare her for the task that is yet before her. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging.
Oh, she's so cute. I'll hold you to that promise.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
I like Wynne. Wynne, be my grandmother.
What's on your mind?
How can you adopt me? I don't seem to see that option. Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
You're a little dead.
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child. Your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I'd rather be alive, really.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
Does this mean Evangeline is a seeker now? Jacob, that is a great question. I have no idea. I was thinking about that in the most recent playthrough because I didn't think about it when I was first reading the book. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, spoilers for Asunder, by the way, if you're following up with the book club and you don't want to be spoiled, like, mute it for like a few seconds here. But Evangeline eventually gets the Spirit of Faith when Wynne sacrifices her life to save Evangeline. So now Evangeline supposedly has the Spirit. So does that mean she's a seeker now? I really don't know. The way Cassandra describes whatever happened to her is a little bit different than obviously what happened to Evangeline. So I don't know if it would have the same properties. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen with that. I really want to know, though. Like, the Spirit of Faith has been kind of with us, so to speak, since, like, the very first game. So I want to see what happens to it later on. So I hope that's going to be happening in DM4, because I think it should have happened in Inquisition, because they even mentioned recent Evangeline in a War Table mission, but just never ended up happening. So that's my... I don't think it's actually going to come up, but I really wanted to. Anyway, that's my rant on that for the day. Who do I want to talk to next? Let's go for some Shale. Shale, come here. I'm sure that was very lovely to listen to. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
I don't, actually. How did you end up in Honolith? Do you remember?
Oh, yes. That I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Golem snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
Interrupting this Shale talk, how do you guys feel about people who ship the Inquisitor with Cole? I usually don't care about who's shipping who, I assume, but who's shipping what? There we go. But this one feels wrong to me. Well, one, sorry for butchering that. Two, I'm not a fan either. I don't think it feels wrong for me, but like, he does feel really confused in Inquisition, and like in a state that I don't think is great for our romance, which I think is why they didn't go for it. I think near the end of the game, we talked to him in Trespasser. He seems more together, whether you make him human or spirit. So I can see headcanoning where like, oh, you know, romance Cole later on, and that kind of makes some sense. It's not my favorite thing, but I guess I'm saying I don't hate it as much, but it's not something that I would personally do. I would have thought you enjoyed scaring humans, but why were you out in front of the tower? Do you remember anything before Hunalith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Just how old are you exactly?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
But why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
How does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Wilhelm's wife sold it, I believe.
Hag.
I would have thought you enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself.
Is that Cullen, guys? Is that who you think Cullen is? He was the first one to gain the courage and pee on Shale. Oh, that is the worst and also the best headcanon. All right, interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
I see you're still with me.
Yes. Its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, stay. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Questions?
It doesn't have better things to do.
Not at all. Let's see. How did Wilhelm come to acquire you?
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the Deep Roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
Chase, I'm completely derailing what you just said. So if you try to romance Shale, does that make you geosexual? This is like a strange story from college. I took a sexuality course in college just for funsies. It had like a credit I needed. Anyway, so at one point the teacher's like, all right, guys, I have a porn star lined up to talk about her work. And we're like, okay. And it was this, like, she was probably in her maybe like 50s or something when she came to us, and she was a big porn star. I think she said in the 70s, 80s. I don't remember her name now, but she talked about how she eventually, like, her did porn and all her work with that, and it was fine and great or whatever. And then at the end of it, she started talking about her new career as an artist. And one of the art projects she was doing was that her and her, I assume, wife. It was definitely wife, because their project was to go to, I think it was every continent or something, and then marry each other and the Earth together. And they called each other, like, ecosexual, and, like, were really into, like, saving planet stuff, which I guess that's fine. But it was just, like, the weirdest fucking talk I've ever been to like, see this woman, like, like a slideshow with, like, her old pornographic images, and then talk about how, like, she was marrying the Earth on every continent. Anyway, so that was an experience. So, I do not remember her name, though. It was some stage name from what I remember. But anyway, thank you for the for listening to my TED Talk. What was Wilhelm doing in the Deep Roads?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the Deep Roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser.
Oh, I see. She was nuts. She was very nuts. How do you marry the Earth? How do you put a ring on it? They had like a whole ceremony I remember her describing. I don't remember what it was. This was years ago. My college stories are better than yours. There's something. I didn't even think I did that many weird things. It just happened to me. I don't know. Someone marry Saturn? Hey, maybe. Okay, you don't know why you were there?
I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. In short, no, I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference.
So if he hadn't found you...
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
Do you know where in the Deep Roads this was?
No. That secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
Let's move on.
On then.
Hey, we finally got some Shale stuff. How are we doing on party things? Let's see. Alistair is, pretty much, there. Wynne's high. Leliana's also good. Whippers, of course, is perfect and beautiful. Morgan could do better, but we're getting there. Sten is low, and of course we just got Zevran, so that's not super surprising. And then Shale. Alright, okay. I know someone said that we need to take Sten out more to get him more dialogue, so I need to be really changing up my party a little bit more. So I think for the next couple of quests we'll be doing that. But yeah, I think for right now, guys, this is where I'm going to end it. Next time we'll actually be doing something interesting, which is the Urn of Sacred Ashes. And I think for that I'm going to take... I do want to take Sten, because he has some fun comments. I'll take Wynne, definitely. And then... I don't really have Zevran leveled up, so it'll probably be Leliana. So it's mostly the same party, except for Sten. Okay, that's not that exciting. But I don't know, we'll think of it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me save the game real quick so this doesn't crash. Alright. Alright, guys, goodbye!